Hello guys, welcome back once again to my channel. Today we're going to be discussing about the UK immigration. Now, the Prime Minister there, Keir Starmer, have said he has made it open that a record number of immigrants have been deported. That is those who entered the UK illegally. That a whole lot has been deported back to their countries. And a lot of people have also come out to counter him and say that they are lies, complete lies, that it never happened. But according to his own statement, up to 16,000 people have been deported since July. You guys remember that UK, I think, was it not under the administration of Boris Johnson? Yeah, they were planning the Rwanda asylum processing center, which never worked. A lot of activists and Lego battles came up and disrupted it, and it never came to light. So as it is now, it seems that they are running the deportation secretly, something that a lot of people have disagreed, because what we see in the UK today is, will I say, unacceptable, although that's not my country, I'm not there. So it is acceptable to them anyways, because some people have hijacked that very country and they are doing whatever they like. So I think that the British people are losing out in their own country. So let's quickly take a look at it, and I'll play you this video so you take...
Over 16,000 illegal migrants have been deported since Starmer's government. This is the highest it's been since 2018. Prime Minister Keir Starmer called it a major success, claiming it's a better deterrent than scrapping the Rwanda scheme, which would have cost 600 million just to deport 300 people. In a quote, Starmer said, "If you come to UK illegally, you'll be sent back. It's a strong message and it's working."
All right. So you heard that very short message there. Home Office said record number of refused asylum seekers deported since July. Now, according to the full story here, they say labor description of 16,400 immigration offenders and foreign criminals angers campaigners. Now, Keir Starmer has boasted of deporting record number of refused asylum seekers and excuse me, and overseas criminals since scrapping the Rwanda scheme, using language that has dismayed human rights campaigners. The Home Office said on Thursday it has returned more than 16,400 immigration offenders and foreign criminals since the election in July, the highest 6 months total since 2018. So I think he has broken record somehow there. The department said in a statement that enforced returns were up to 24% compared with the previous 12 months. Since July, 2,580 of those removed have been convicted criminals from overseas, a 23% increase on last year, it said. Starmer suggested quick returns provided a deterrent that was better than the wasteful Rwanda scheme, which would have cost £600 million to remove 300 people to Kigali. So that is the estimate that they are bringing. And imagine using 600 million pounds just to remove 300 people. Wow, that's a waste of money. That's a waste of resources. You know, he made these things did not start today. He has been, he has spoken on this very issue earlier, and I will also play you a short clip concerning that. Keir Starmer, I will get immigration down. Now, the purpose of these moves that they are making now is to make sure that those who are flooding to UK through different channels, especially through France, crossing that one of the busiest sea routes, that is a container or ship routes in the world, which is the English Channel. He wants to make sure that those people who come through that means will not enjoy that very crossing. So when people are deported after struggling and crossing that very English Channel to make it into Dover, UK, when they see that those who made it there are deported, they may be discouraged in trying the same tactics. That's what they are trying to do in this case. Now, For the individuals that are being smuggled, the incentive is you are wasting your money. And if you get to the UK, you are going to be returned to where you came from. He said, I'm really pleased that the figures for the last 6 months shows record numbers of people being returned. 16,400 people who should not be in the UK. It's the highest number now for 6 or 7 years because this government has prioritized making sure that we are returning people who shouldn't be here, not wasting our time on things like the Rwanda scheme, which wasn't working. James Wilson, the director of the NGO Detention Action, said, it's deeply concerning to see the government use such dehumanizing language about people seeking asylum and other immigrants. In their rush to remove people, they risk stepping over essential safeguards, in some cases separating children from loving parents and removing people who have been in the UK since childhood. While we welcome the increase in processing of asylum claims, each application must be considered fully and fairly, and safe routes must be urgently introduced to reduce the need for those dangerous journeys. Vet Cooper, the Home Secretary, set the target of overtaking the 2018 total after Labour ended the Tories Rwanda deportation scheme and switched hundreds of immigration staff to work on removing people to their countries of origin. Now, remember the other time there was this news of deporting a lot of Nigerians and Ghanaians too. I think that was the highest, deporting Nigerians and Ghanaians. And in this very case, Nigerians and other countries alike are not spared in this very deportation that has taken place right now. The Conservatives criticized Starmer for cancelling the Rwanda scheme. Kemi Badenoch, the leader of the opposition, has said the Rwanda policy would have created a powerful deterrent, stopping immigrants paying people smugglers to take them across the channel in small boats, which is the route in which immigrants take from France to enter the United Kingdom. Earlier on Thursday, Starmer announced a new sanctions regime targeting people smugglers, which he said would deter individuals from becoming involved in the trade as they would face losing their UK assets. In the end, there has to be a deterrent, and the deterrent for the gangs because their incentive is to make a lot of money. You are not going to make any money because we are going to seize it and we are going to put you on trial and you're going to go to prison, he said. The Conservatives have claimed Labour is returning a tiny 5% of the migrants who had arrived since they entered office. Chris Philip, the Shadow Home Secretary, said the government is being deeply dishonest by claiming returns that mainly have nothing to do with small boat arrivals, which act as a deterrent. The Rwanda scheme would have been a real deterrent, but Labour cancelled it before it even started. That's the story about this very deportation that is happening in the UK. Now, the opposition has not agreed that these people, the government of Keir Starmer has been able to deport this record number of people that they claim to have deported. So they say that they have deported just 5% of what they claim. Now listen to Keir Starmer's old video.
Where the last government failed you, this one will not. They drove immigration numbers up. We will get them down. They left the NHS flat on its face. We will get it standing tall again. They made you poorer. We will put more money in your pockets. It won't be quick or easy, but we are going to turn things around, not with gimmicks, but with graft. A government that will not rest until the foundations are fixed, borders are secure, and Britain is rebuilt.
All right, so that's the story there. Drop your opinion in the comment section And do you agree that he has deported as many as he said?